The victim was waiting for a bus at the bus stop. Then came the bus. It slowed down, almost stopping, and the bus swayed and accelerated. The victim chased the bus. He ran behind it trying to reach the handrail.
Stop!
He managed to hop on the lower step of the bus. The bus continued its way without stopping. The victim was still on the steps as the bus moved. The bus got closer to a stationary bus. The victim was jammed as the two buses came close. The victim suffered severe injuries, resulting to death. His family members made preparations to launch a lawsuit against the driver.
Hi, I'm Tashini. Thank you for calling Jones Solicitor Firm. Can I know who's on the line, please?
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. Dashini. My name is Deganesh. I have some legal question to ask. So, if possible, can I book an appointment with the counsel, maybe?
Sure, Mr. Jagnish, that's not an issue. But sir, can I know regarding what issue Mr. Jagnish is seeking the legal advice is for?
Actually, this is the issue, Miss. Days ago, I lost my cousin brother in an accident. I don't know whether that's even an accident or mistake at the first glance. You see, my cousin Stefan here, about to take the bus at the bus station. The bus approached the bus stop, slowing down to speed of 5 miles per hour and giving the impression that it was going to stop behind a stationary bus. So my cousin Hetty, what he did was he rushed from behind the stationary bus towards the near side of the approaching bus with the intention of boarding it. So he was never he was near the door of the bus, which was at the middle of its near side, but the driver suddenly pulled out, accelerating at the same time. This is what happened. And my cousin succeeded in grasping the handrail and also stepping onto the lower step when the front near side corner of the bus was about 14 feet from the rear side of corner of the stationary bus. The driver of the bus in passing the stationary bus was allowed on a clearance of on it. My cousin brother was jammed between the two buses and died in the spot. So that is why I want to meet your solicitor to get some legal advice to how work in this case. My cousin and the case family need the justice. I want to know whether the bus driver is liable to negligence or is slowly my cousin's fault.
I see. I'm so sorry, sir, for your loss, Mr. Jagnish. Don't worry, sir. You came to the right place. Our firm's solicitor will assist you, and he's so reliable, sir. So, Mr. Jagnish, give me a moment, please. Let me check the available appointment slots first.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sir. We do have an appointment slot available on the 21st December between 2 to 4 p.m. Will you be available on the day, Mr. Jagnish?
That would be perfect. I'll take it. Maybe can you enlighten me about the lawyer fee and the procedure a bit, please?
Sure, sir. Just give me a moment. All right, I already booked the session for you on with our solicitor here. So the flow of the procedure, I'll explain it to you in person, sir. Which is on the 21st December. So for the moment, I'll just enlighten about the lawyer fee as sir requested. So basically, for the consultation, the client have to do a payment of 300 ringgit as an upfront, and at the end of the session, sir will be paying approximately RM 2,000, sir. So this is for per session only, sir.
All right, then. This noted.
All right, sir. Great. Can I get an active email of yours, sir? Maybe I can send you the official copy of the appointment with the counsel first.
Sure. It's jagnesh123@gmail.com.
All right, noted, Mr. Jagdish. I'll send you the copy in a moment. So that's all for the moment, sir. I'll see you on the day of our appointment. Until then, if there is anything Mr. Jagnish want to ask me, please don't hesitate to call our phone, or maybe sir can email me also fine.
Thank you.
Hi sir,
Good morning.
please have a seat. The senior counsel here, I think you spoke to my assistant. Who are you, sir?
My name is James. I'm the victim's brother. My brother got an accident. His jam. He was died on the spot.
Okay sir, I understand. Again, I'm worried. But before moving any further, I need to be very firm, and I expect your total honesty, because this is for the betterment of both of us, to ensure we hit and say the right word. Yeah?
Sure, sure.
Okay, alright. Let's start our counseling session. I want to know what happened on that day. All the facts, I want it to be vivid, and I want it to be clear. Right? You must hit in the right word, and for that your facts are very important.
So my cousin brother Stephen was on his way back from work, which located near Pasasini. So he was wearing a formal white and black outfit because of his usual Monday meeting, along with his leather bag. And my cousin brother usually go back home with his colleague Raju by car, but that day his colleague Raju was sick and took MC. So Stephen took public transportation to go back home.
So let me get it clearly. He was back from work with his colleague, but on that day his colleague could not make it. So this time he took the public transportation, which means that he's not familiar with public transportation. Am I right? Alright, sir. So you can continue with your issue now.
I never knew it was bad tragedy what happened to me. He was the only support for his family. Stephen was about to take the bus station. The bus approached the bus stop. It was slowing down to speed of 5 miles per hour and giving the impression that it was going to stop at the bus station.
Okay, sir. Which means he was waiting for the bus, and there was a bus which came towards him, which he thought was about to stop.
Yes, it gave an impression that it was going to stop.
Okay, I'll note that, sir.
So my cousin here, what he did was he rushed from the bus station to the near side of the approaching bus with the intention of boarding it. He was near the door of the bus, which was at the middle of the near side, but the driver suddenly pulled out the accelerating at the same time.
May I ask, approximately how many feet was left between the bus and the near side?
3 feet.
So 3 feet. Alright. That means the bus was very much near to the near side.
Yeah.
Alright. And you said there was an acceleration. Yes. Okay. If you don't mind, sir, if you have the pictures of the bus, can you please show me? Alright, sir, you can continue with your issue now.
My cousin succeeded in grasping the handrail and also stepping onto the lower step. When the front near side corner of the bus was about 14 feet from the rear side corner of the stationary bus, the driver of the bus in the passing the stationary bus allowed only a clearance of 1 feet. My cousin brother was jammed between the two buses and died on the spot.
Sir, I understand how much grief and how much pain you have towards your brother. It's alright. Justice will definitely be served. right? So let me continue a little bit more. Before we move further, I would like to summarize what you said just now. The cousin was on the lower step, right? So the bus passed the stationary bus, okay, and it gave only 1 feet of clearance. Am I right? Alright, which means there were actually not enough space for a person to be standing there, and that is why he was jammed. Right? Alright, sir. I think I've heard enough, and you're already become emotional, and I don't want to be dragging it anymore. So give me a few more minutes. I have to look on the provisions, and I'll come back to you. And by then, feel free to have some chewing gums. I'll be done in a few minutes, right? Alright, sir. Shall we start now?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, cool. So based on our case, there are 3 aspects that we must look into. But before that, I want you to understand that clarity is very important. Because when we are in the court, when we are in the courtroom during our trial, the clarity between both of us is very important. We must be singing on the same boat in order to have the same mindset, right? So feel free to stop me if there's any questions, right? Okay, so the first thing is whether the driver owed legal duty to your cousin. So in this situation, sir, it's very evident that the driver owed legal duty to your cousin. Why is because the driver is a driver, and our friend, your cousin, is the passenger. This means that both of them have a form of legal relationship, right? So when we have a legal relationship, this is the first aspect, and ultimately comes when there is legal relationship, there comes duty of care. This is a legal term, and please stop me if you don't understand about this. So sir, what is duty of care? Duty of care is an obligation for a person to take care of someone who is in a legal relationship. For example, let's take your cousin's scenario itself, where the driver must take care of his passengers. So this is what we call duty of care. Let me pick here. Okay, but unfortunately, in this situation, in our friend, your cousin's case, there was no duty of care, which means there was a breach of duty of care. Why is it? Because the driver failed to take care of his passenger, right? The driver should have, so as I said, sir, there was an obligation, it was failed, there was a breach of duty of care, and why is because first he failed to observe his passenger and keep a proper lookout before accelerating. So say there was an acceleration, he should have keep a proper lookout. And the driver should have done this because he is not entitled to think that a person would not foolishly hop on the bus. Okay? Are you okay, sir? Can you follow? Alright, sir. So the next one is the acceleration. You said that there was an acceleration, alright? Yes. So when we talk about acceleration, what I said just now is different. It's accelerating. But why is it wrong? Why I'm having a conversation with you now? Okay. Acceleration means that there was an excessive speed at that moment. But when we look based on your pictures and facts, there should not be an excessive speed at that place. It is not a place to accelerate, which means there was not again, it supports the fact that there was a breach in duty of care. So lastly, sir, as I said, there's three aspects. The last aspect is, of course, the fact that your cousin was jammed. Because I believe, and I as a senior counsel would not be as wrong, but I believe that if an appropriate amount of clearance was given by the driver, your cousin would have at least survived. But unfortunately, this did not happen. Only 1 feet of clearance was given, and this has caused a death. We must be very clear that 1 feet of clearance was given, and this caused the jamming of your cousin. So sir, 3 of these elements prove that there was a breach of duty. And as a senior counsel myself, I must be very honest, but let's keep it to ourselves, that we are in a better place in this case. Congratulations to you. But we must understand that for everything that have been done by the driver, it would have not take place if your cousin didn't foolishly attempt to hop on that particular bus. Right? So that, sir, we must be very clear about it, because 1/5 of the fault must be backed by us, by our side. My apologies, sir, but I must be very bold and clear, and I'm sorry for hurting your feelings, but this is the fact, and this is the truth that I have to send down to yourself. But what have happened, as I said, the fault of us on our side, this is called contributory negligence. There was a contributory negligence from our side, but there is nothing to worry, because it does not affect the fact that we are liable or not. We are not liable, but just that the compensation will be relatively lesser because there was a contributory negligence. Right? Do you understand, sir? Okay, please stop me if there's something, because I understand these legal terms and it's not very easy to understand. So please, and even if you are not in the situation to understand this, you can please call my assistant once you are back home. Okay, and I can get right back to you. So that's it, sir, for the provisions. These are the provisions that are breached. You may feel that it's very minor, very less, but trust me, breach of duty of care is huge and vital in the case. And this means that that particular person, the driver, is totally liable for what he has done. Right? So if you don't have any questions or any input, any images, do you have some? Okay, if you don't have any, we shall move to the damages and injuries. But before that, it is already lunchtime. You can go for lunch first. By then, counsel, the one who you spoke to, she will work on damages and injuries. After lunch, you can come back and I will vividly explain on the injuries and damages. Yeah? Alright, sir. Thank you. Please come back. Hello? Darshini? Yes, I'm speaking. Regarding the case that you brought today, just now, we have done our consultation and I need you to work on the injuries and damages. So please refer to the case that I said yesterday. Yeah, that case facts coexist with this, and it is easier to work on it. I would send you the documentation on the provisions. Please work on it and send to me. Yeah? Oh, you're coming here? Alright. Thank you. So, had your lunch? What do you had for lunch?
Sorry.
I had the same one. We had the same program. So, alright, the final part, sir. Thank you for being with us. So the final part is very easy, and thanks to my assistant. She did a very good job. Junior counselor, but she's doing very well. So the injuries and deaths. Alright, sir. We are heading to the final part. I have some questions for you. Please cooperate with me, and once we are done with this, it means we are done with our consultation. Right? So the first question is a little bit of personal detail of your cousin. What does he work as?
He worked as a teacher, as a coach at school.
Alright. Is it the school near to Pasasani?
Yeah.
Alright. So, how much is his salary actually?
It's 1,200.
Right. Does he have other jobs?
We'll be teaching tuitions and transportation services.
Alright. Hardworking man, Okay. Assuming that he is a healthy man, I've gone through the medical reports. He could work longer, which means that salary may increase. So I want to let you know that I will include this inflation here. Okay, next, going through the personal documents, I understand that he's a married man. He have kids, but how many kids are there?
I had 3 kids. One is girl, daughter, and 2 is boys. His son, daughter age is 9 years old. His 2 boys age is 13 and 14 years old.
Alright. Okay. So let me check the wife's information a bit, because I assume it will be very vivid for you. So, okay, sir. Coming back. He has parents, right?
Yeah.
What about their age?
His father's age is 60. Yes, 62. His mother's age is 60.
60. Okay, they are not very old, not very young, which means they need some amount of money. I'll include that as well. Can I know how much does he contribute to the household?
I think so. It's under 500. Yeah.
Okay. Have you been there, or did someone tell you this?
I've been there, and someone
He spoken
yeah.
this, and he said this.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. That's an advantage of having a brother. Lastly, I want to know, is there any financial benefit? For example, insurance, something like that.
He told me that he got a lot of insurance that he's paying, including his
But you're not
life.
sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I beg your pardon? What
Yes,
you say?
including his life insurance and health insurance.
Okay. So I'll include that as well. Give me 3 minutes. I need to calculate some things and get back to you. Alright, sir. We have reached our final section, final grand finale section, I would say. Okay, so the special damages that we can suggest is RM 2,100 ringgit. So what is special expenses? The funeral expenses. You know, there are funerals, and nowadays they make lots of things. And the loss of expectation of life is RM 10,000. Okay, I've included employment, and other source of income, inflation, increased earning, household net spend, children, wife, family, and also insurance. Okay, so the total is 31,000. I beg your pardon, 31,000 ringgit. But I would like to let you know that these are not exact, as the exact amount that we can be decided in court. The damages and compensation is thoroughly based on the case law previously. But one thing that I can assure you is that the amount that we are going to get is in the range of something near to 31,000. Okay? Right, so that's it. Before leaving, I would like to let you know, I understand his only cousin brother is in the reports which I go. Please understand that not just everything we say, we also do our own research. I know he's your only cousin brother. But no worries, we will serve justice, and I can assure you that you will get something out of this. So no worries. Yeah. That's all from us. Thank you, gentlemen. Let's meet in the court soon.